Yo, what's up guys? Oh, bloody hell, just knocked my drink almost on my laptop. That was a bit lucky there. Time for my ice barrier deck profile. I've had quite a lot of interest in it lately, and I thought, you know what, it's about time I'll show you it, because it's been a really good fun deck. Oh, just got a Skype message. Really fun deck to use, and it's actually been pretty consistent as well. So let me just get into the cards and then I'll go through why I picked them. Moulin Glacier, the Element Squad. I apologise if I botch these names out. Good card. I mean, the power just to discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand is living amazing. But, you know, with this deck you can have your grave control is fantastic, so you could bring them out, but I hardly drew into them. Only one of General Gantala of the Ice Bearer. Don't want any more than that. Don't want this guy in your hand. Even though if you have Stratus on the field, you do not really want this card in your hand. You want this card in your graveyard as soon as possible. 2 Tidal. I just think it's amazing in this deck, and I'm presuming if Dragon Rules get hit down all of them to 2, that's why I'm playing 2. I don't want to really play 3 because I think 3 would be a bit too much. But the Foolish Burial effect as well can just dump Gantala, and if you've got this in your hand you can special summon it. So yeah, it's pretty decent that way. And you know, you can just banish 2 wall monsters for graveyard control from Moulin Glacier and go into like a Draco Sack or something. 3 strategists, you need him. I mean, he's 1600, it's okay. I mean, we've seen better, but it's not bad. His effect: send 1 Ice Barrier to graveyard to draw 1 card. As I said, you can send that to the graveyard, or any Ice Barrier, or one of himself if he wanted, just to draw a card. 2 Bubble Man. I'll explain why Bubble Man is in here later. 2 Defender of the Ice Barrier. He's in there because he's an Ice Barrier monster, and your opponent cannot attack. If he's on the field, your opponent cannot attack your Ice Barriers if their attack is greater than the defense of this card. So anything 1600 or over cannot attack your card. So yeah, it's pretty decent effect. It's okay. He's a tuner as well. I feel like this, you know, I wish Ice Barrier's got more support. 1 Cryomancer, I think that's how it's at. Again, apologies. It's basically that, if we're honest, basically Defender. But as I said, he's in here as well for another tuner. I find it amazing how, you know, people say that Ice Barriers are like one of the worst archetypes ever, and yet their synchros are amazing. I think they're still good. I think people just underestimate them. 3 Prior of the Ice Barrier, you need him. Basically, you can normal summon him or special summon him, tribute him to special summon General Gantala. That's basically what he's in there for, or any Ice Barrier monster you want, because Gantala gets Ice Barrier monsters back from the graveyard during your end phase. 1 Maxi. You chop and change this card if you really want to. I mean, I don't know, I've gone right off Hand Traps this format, if I'm honest. I was going to say 1 Equal then, I've been playing too much Heroes lately. 1 Reinforcement of the Army. To get a Bubble Man to your hand. You can even get General Gantala if you want. Oh no, you can't, it has to be level 4. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's basically here for Bubble Man. 2 Service, sort of Surface. Bring rack and you your level 3 or lower monster so you can synchro. Good card. Done really well for me. 2 Miracle Fusion. Well, what can I say? It's like your trump card, it's amazing. Sorry about that guys, but I mean, I had to keep an eye on the dinner quick. Right, where was I? I think I was on Miracle Fusion. Yes, I was on Miracle Fusion. It's just amazing in this deck. Goes into probably my favourite elemental hero fusion in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero is just amazing. Everyone knows how good Absolute Zero is. So that's why he's in here really. One dark card, one foolish. Foolish wasn't really useful for me if I was honest, because I've already got a foolish barrel effect, so you could take that out if you want to. 3 Medallion of the Ice Bearer, probably the best archetype specific searcher card ever in my opinion, just because add 1 Ice Bearer monster from the deck to your hand. Simple as that. Have to play 3, you can't play less. Definitely have to play 3 in this card. I went with 2 MC over 2 Lance just because I felt like I just needed to hit a back row more, but as you can see I do play Royal Decree, so you could put Lance in if you wanted to, but my preference with this deck was MST over Lance. 3 Shard or Grid, what can I say, this card has been like the best card of the format, especially this format, just because hardly anyone will MC. Sometimes you get them players that will MST it instead of MSTing your back row, which is weird, but I feel like this deck needs Shard or Greed just to draw into what it needs. 1 Spiritual Water Art IO, let me just see what time it is. Sorry, I just got to keep an eye on the dinner. Basically, if you attack, they mirror force, chain this on. What it does, you tribute 1 water monster, look at your opponent's hand, then send 1 card from their hand to the graveyard. Notice it's send, not discard. So, I believe if you do it at Dark Worlds, they won't get their effects. I'm pretty certain. Really great cards, especially if, as I said, they mirror force or maybe compulse your water monsters or exceeds. You can chain this on, look at their hand, and get rid of 1 card. Really good card. Especially in this deck, in my opinion. 1 compulse is just too good. Maybe it'll come back to 2 or 3, but we see. 1 Safe Zone. Safe Zone was okay. I wouldn't say it was the greatest thing ever. It was okay. 2 Fiendish Chain. Stop monster effects and they can't attack. Nothing more can save. Really good cards. Mind you, there's that new card called Skull Prisoner. I'll be testing that out over the next coming days, see how that does over Fiendish Chain. But for now, Fiendish Chain still at 2 in this deck. I don't know, this card is just amazing. I had this in my Miss Faddy Aliens deck and it works wonders for me, and it does again in this deck. Yes, I'm playing, what was it, 9 traps. Sometimes I don't draw into this, but I mean, if we're honest, we deck thin quite a lot in this deck. So you do get down to your Royal Decrees quite quick. And they are just useful. There's nothing you can say. I mean, I would say traps do hurt this deck quite a lot, as traps hurt mostly every deck nowadays. So, Royal Decree, you've just got to run it in my opinion. It's really good. Some decks might not need Royal Decree, but for a deck like this, I think it has to have Royal Decree. In my opinion, anyway. Still call it Haunted just to bring back some monsters if you need to. As I said, 2 Absolute Zero. The arguably probably the boss monster or the second boss monster. I went into this card quite a few times. Leo, Guard Beast of the Great Tree. It's a pretty good card. The only problem is that most of the time when I go into this card and I attack, they have Mirror Force. That's the only problem, but they can't target it, so it's alright. I had to play an Ice Bearer Synchro, unfortunately. The best 2, you could say, are banned, which is a shame. But I had to play Gunneer Dragon on the Ice Bearer. It wouldn't be an Ice Bearer deck without the Synchros, as I just said. So, really good card, really good effect. Simple as that, really. 1 Black Rose. I never really went into this, but it's just there for an options. 1 Duelorin Tiger King Ice Bearer. Went to 1 because of the combo with Abyss Spear. I hardly went into this, if I'm honest, but yeah, it's okay, I suppose. 1 Armades and 1 Catasta. I'll put these together because, I don't know, they pretty much go in every deck that I have where I can make rank level 5 Synchro, sorry. Because these 2 are probably the 2 best Synchros at the moment, if I'm honest. Or maybe Black Rose, but these 2 are just amazing. Let's go into EpicZz, one Drago sack. You could take this out for normal Gaio, but I don't know, I just went with Drago sack with this deck. One Bahamut Shark. I really want to bump this up to 2, so I suppose you could take out the Dualin for another Bahamut Shark, because you go into this guy more times than you think, and it's really good card. As you can see, I've tried to go with a Water Monster XYZ deck. That's why you could put Mermail Abyss Gaios instead of Dragosat to, you know, have the lineup. But, you know, it's up to you. Number 101, Broken XYZ, in my opinion. It is so good. I say it's better than Noble Swarm. The new Noble Swarm XYZ. This is much better in my opinion. Should never have been made. It is that good. 2 full armor Black Ray Lancer. Basically, they're both for number 47 and Mermail Abyss Strike. What you do is you summon Bahamut Shark, use his effect to summon one of these two, and then you overlay it with Black Ray Lancer. You don't really give a damn about these two, they're just like folder for Black Ray Lancer. If you don't know what Black Ray Lancer is, you can XYZ summon this card by using a rank 3 Water XYZ material monster that has no XYZ materials. Of course, when Bahamut Shark summons an XYZ, it doesn't have materials, so easy lay. It gains 200 attack for each material, so basically it becomes a 2300 beta. And it can't be destroyed. If it was going to be destroyed, you detach all your materials, so you only detach one, so it ain't that bad. And another great thing is when this card destroys monster by battle, so even if it gets banished or sent to the graveyard, you still can target a spell trap card they got and destroy it. By the way, if you choose to activate his effect to target on spell trap card your opponent destroys, it's mandatory then, but I mean, I just had a problem there. It's probably my mistake, like an idiot. But yeah, so it's pretty decent. And I have to say, this deck's problems, I don't know, I didn't really encounter too much problems if I'm honest, because it deck thins a lot. It's got searchers, it's got draw power. Yeah, I mean, I'd say chop it and change it if you want. I would say keep the Bulbman, the Miracle Fusions and the Zeros in, because these honestly work wonders. You could get absolute zero up to a 4k beta pretty easily. Probably even 5k depending how good your field is, but I got this card up to 4k many times. And you suppose you could OTK in this deck if you wanted to. I've done it a few times, it's not that hard. So anyway, that'll do it for me now. Let me know what you think, what changes you'll make, what you like about what's in here, what you don't like, and what cards you'd want to change. As I said, I would probably take out a Dualin to put another Bahamut Shark in, because you go into a lot by Strategist and Bubble Man. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the deck profile, and see you soon.